Chinese New Year is coming. Give me a sign up button. Many years ago, when folk games still dominate the charts, instead of video games, where the students have to study extremely seriously every night and can't use online learning to hide parents playing video games, there's only one factor: help the students get out of that miserable learning situation. The power's off. You guys are out of school, guys. That's right, the other day. The only reason we didn't have to study at night, that's the blackout. There is no explosion, no lights and charged fans like now. Every time the power goes out, neighbors gather children. Don't have to study. The power is out for me. It's like a death card. The most powerful in my academic career. At that time, Zhang Huanglong brought the homework to her to check. My house lost power last night. Golden hour. That me and all the neighborhood kids wanted to lose power. It's 7:00 p.m. until 9. Why is that? Because it's lesson time. If you lose power too early, you have to eat sweaty rice. There was a late power outage. It's too hot to sleep. I was willing to pay for everything I had in exchange for such a night. You know, any child's childhood. There will almost always be friends called you from the naked age. The one who showers with you before your wife. The person you slept with before your wife. I also have a friend from the naked world who's a parrot. I've played with him since he was a bee or 4. It's just to the left of my house. The house on the right will be my house. Every time the power goes out, all over the neighborhood gather. I'll rush to the parrot's house first and play silly things with it. This is a picture of me and this old parrot. He's studying in Japan. It's very well used in Japanese, by the way. When it comes to language learning, I highly recommend it. I'm learning this English. Remember, Duolingo is the world's most popular language 40 languages in English, Japanese, and many other languages. It turns learning dry language. It's like an interesting game. Overcome every challenge. Improve every day. That's the link I put under the description. There weren't as many electric lights back then as there are now. A few candles. There are many kinds of candles: giant white candles, cute baby red candles. Me and the parrot can sit and watch the candles for hours and play without getting bored. The first time I played with candles, I think proud. I have the ability to do magic and have the fireman gene. The top is not burned, Mom. Crazy. Not long after, all the children in the neighborhood would gather in the front yard. And the adventure in the dark world begins. Choosing a game is very simple. I was the oldest kid in 5th grade. The rest of the kids in the neighborhood are in 3rd grade, so they're extremely good to be interested in. Agree. All the games I started playing today. Hide and seek. Yeah, hide and seek. Search was the game we played the most that day. In each local area, there are different variations. Our rule of the game is to go. You will have to find and call out the names of all those who have escaped. If you call the name wrong, if you touch someone with numbness, you have to do it again. All the darkest corners, the scariest, the dirtiest, we're all hiding. It's not like the kids are hiding. I don't see them. They don't see me. This is too. The one who made you bother me and the parrot hated wherever the most. I hide, it imitates the same place. Because he had a belief that I was the biggest, is surely the wisest and least incompetent. One of my legendary hideouts the day before. It's behind the door. The logic is that the person who's looking will hurry. They often run away. 50, 15, 20 to 5, let me hide with you. Get out of here. This is where I am. And come in here and forbid you from making noise. 100 AI is not finished. Open your eyes and when the parrot goes looking, it didn't find and went through a passage. I breathed a sigh of relief as if I had escaped. Long you. I got caught first and no one's going to be numb. We have to find it in the game after the lesson. If any kid wants to, if you hide, tell him a dead word. The second game we used to play back then, I don't remember the name, but if I'm not mistaken, it's called Rescue. One of them is going to catch the rest. If you are in danger, you will call, and it'll be safe and free from capture. If everything is lost, or if they get caught, they have to. They should be toys. We have to rescue those who are. Then I can run again. And every time we play this super fast, then the boys will auto-transform. Winks and Cantic's magic. We're not going to catch me. After the transformation, the speed of running is dramatically increased. It's in the imagination of guys who put sandals in their hands. This is the speed of transformation. This is the speed at which it doesn't change. There's a rule of this game. If anyone gets caught, I'll have to do it forever because I can't fucking catch it. It only ends when someone's cry is heard. Case of spicy for forever caught. Stupid lifeguards. Case 2 is played by a teammate. Save it, save it, save it. It's standing close to why you saved me, dirty toy. It's time to change to another game. Whose house was that? He also has a terrace on the porch. So we used to take that step. Make sure for game leech. It's a bleach game back then or modern now. You call it the crocodile ashore game. The only difference is changing the name of instead of crocodiles. The threshold is the shore and the leeches can't unless the water rises. There are two ways to choose which one is the leech. It's a lot of noise. A lot of noise. The second way is to read and the point to each of them in circular order. If the last word stops at any one, that one's a leech. Let us not make women sin against men. Rice as white as cotton. Money like fish sauce, pour salt, pour banana. Peppercorns, pour water. Tea, pour pedigree. That house has to suffer the parrot as a leech. You think both ways are fair, right? But it's not all calculated. This knife has a total of 40 and words. I'm constantly thinking in my head and figure out which one to start counting. I wouldn't have to be a leech ever since I lied to you about this secret and never had to be a leech in front of thousands of people watching. I would like to send a few words of repentance to my neighbors. I'm really sorry for cheating on the games we played as children. If I had a chance to go back in time, I'm sure I'll still fool you. Human beings really have a lot more to tell, like, for example, scaring these play other games. But Tet, I had a holiday. Thank you guys for signing up for a year ago. Dreadling enthusiastically support. See you next year. I covered my aunt's leg.